On Wednesday, June 15th, 2022, our most beloved Supreme Master Ching Hai once again graciously called Supreme Master Television team members. During the conference, Master kindly shared her thoughts and wisdom on recent events and good news reported by the team, as well as on a question from one of the members. Later, Master also relayed some more good news concerning Ukraine.
Master, P. Francis, he again tries to defend Russia's war on Ukraine, saying that the war was provoked or not prevented. And also he went on further to say that he will not reduce the war to good versus bad. And another thing, he's also denying that he's pro-Putin. But, Master, I don't think what he says is correct or right, and I don't agree with him. What do you think, Master?
What do I think?
Yes. Can you share your thoughts, please?
Okay. This guy again, he has to open his blood-dripping mouth again. For what?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't just let it go. Huh? He's having problems walking already, and he still wants to have problems with his mouth also.
Oh.
I tell you, the little punishment is just a warning, okay? First an operation, and now the knee problem, and then he wants a mouth problem as well. I'm telling you what. The war, everybody knows already, that is unprovoked.
Yes, Master.
And maybe they could have prevented it if NATO let Ukraine join him.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, Master.
And EU also. But the thing is, it's all excuses. There's no need to say anything. Whether or not it is preventable, or whether or not it is provoked, it's not the Ukrainians who are provoking.
That's true.
Right, Master.
And it is not the Ukrainians who can prevent this war anyway. So what's the use of the blah, 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 blah? Huh?
Yes,
True,
Master.
True, Master.
And even if it's provoked, you don't go and just rape children, women, huh? And elderly even. And you don't just kill all the civilians like that.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
exactly.
Yes.
These are not politicians. They're just farmers and housewives or husbands and wives and children.
Yes.
Yes.
They already tried to run away from bombs. They hide in some cellar. They're hiding there already. Still, bomb them where they're trying to hide.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
Bomb exactly where they want to hide. It's all children and women there. So it provoked or not provoked, this war is absolutely evil.
Yes,
Right.
Master.
Yes, Master.
Killing anybody like that for nothing. And stealing their grain, their equipment, and their money, even their water heater, their underwear, and their clothes. These are so despicable, low life, and evil.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master. That's right.
There's no excuse at all in the whole world. You cannot find any excuse in the dictionary to define this war.
Right, that's right.
So there's no need to talk about this P anymore. You can tell that he's evil himself because he's trying to defend evil.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Right.
And nobody asked him even. Nobody even pays him as a lawyer or anything.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
That's true.
And even if he's not evil, just say you doubt whether or not he's evil. Then why does he defend Russia?
Yes.
Master.
Many oligarchs,
Yes.
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 rich country.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So money talks.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master. Right.
It's nothing good at all. No sympathy for the victims. What for does he try to defend the war now? What for?
Yeah.
What's the use of it now?
Yes,
right,
Master.
True.
No use, Master.
No use at all.
No.
And just rubbing salt in the wounds of the Ukrainian people.
That's right.
Make them suffer more.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
That's true.
Even if he cannot comfort them or offer some good prayer or anything, he should not make them suffer more by saying nonsense, by defending the enemy.
Yes,
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 yes.
Even if it were provoked, it's not to the extent that you go and kill all the civilians or their citizens, the innocent, the defenseless.
Yes,
Yes,
that's
Master.
right.
This is beyond coward. This is beyond evil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
And what did he say? He's not pro what?
He denies that he's pro-Putin.
Then what for does he defend the war of Putin?
True.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Trying to minimize the blame.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
I don't know how much Putin gave him. It's just like in Russia, there is a patriarch. His name is Kirill. He said Putin is a miracle from God. Yeah, I wonder how much that miracle cost. Yeah. Putin is a very rich man.
Yeah.
I just saw his $1.4 billion palace.
Wow.
You remember this guy, P. Francis? He's pro everything that is not moral and not humane. If you remember, he was pro-abortion because he treated those who make abortion rights into law like saints.
Yes, Master.
And he also proclaimed that sins of the flesh are not too serious, remember?
Yes, Master. That's true.
Concerning all these people who had like extramarital affair or even hinting of sexual abuse of children.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
So he's also pro-child sexual abuse.
Yes.
So he's pro-abortion, pro-sin, and even encourages people to sin.
Yes, Master.
Because he says sin of the flesh are not serious. And he's also pro-sexual abuse of children. The victims, he ignores them even when they complain. They plea. And now he's pro-Putin or pro-war is just another evil approval.
Yes.
Nothing surprises us anymore. Is that?
No, Master.
No, not at all.
He's not pro-Putin. He's not actually.
Oh, why, Master?
Why, Master?
Do you know why I say that?
No, why, Master?
No, we don't, Master.
Because he's pro-Satan.
Yes.
Right.
Wow.
So it's worse.
Yes.
Master.
You know already many disciples saw him like an evil demon.
Yes, Master.
A very special and ugly looking demon. So of course anything he says like that shouldn't be surprised anymore. Only the world will be surprised. But those who know him, like those psychic people, clairvoyant people, and seer, they know.
Yes.
Just most of the world doesn't know who he really is.
Yes, Master.
Right, Master.
That's it. Only some people know.
Yes.
Let me see how many people know in the world. Just let me look. Only 19 people know.
Oh.
Wow.
But 90 people know Biden is also a demon.
Oh.
90. But for Francis, only 19. 19 people know.
Oh.
I did not check this, not including me. Okay?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Yes.
You can see not just what he says wrongly, but his attitude.
Yes, Master.
That's right.
He continue about it.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
Master.
Try so hard. What for anyway? What's the use of that to stop the war? How can it stop the war? Even. How can it help the Ukrainians feel comforted?
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
The Ukrainians are going bankrupt, you know that. They can't work, they can't earn anything. All their precious, life-saving food is stuck in their silos. And they are trying hard now to send them through other countries, not through the Black Sea, but it's more complicated and difficult.
Yes, Master.
And many of the Russian occupied areas now, they're selling it and cashing in the money, not the Ukrainians. Do you understand?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
And the Ukrainians who can earn from it are stuck.
Wow.
They don't dare to go even through the Black Sea, even though the Kremlin says they're going to make a corridor for them to export, import food, but they're scared because their mines are floating around in the sea there.
Yes, Master.
Made in Russia,
Yes.
not prevented. The mines are provoked and also not prevented. That's why they are floating in the Black Sea. So people are also very scared to even go through there.
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Just like many times before, Russia said they opened humanitarian corridors, but then they bomb them or they put mines on their road.
Yes.
Right.
That's true.
And people still die. And many people don't dare to go out anymore, to go to other countries as refugees. They were stopped
Yeah.
Yes.
because the refugees provoked Putin, I guess.
Of course.
That's why he bombed them. And all the civilians and all the little children provoked the Russian soldiers. That's why they rape them, they kill them, or they torture them. I'm telling you, I don't know why this Pope is still there. I think the whole Catholic believers should kick him out.
Yes, Master.
Go make him earn his own money so he can feed himself. Instead of drinking expensive wines, special wines, and eating such big turkey and mule beef, raw beef. So the blood is dripping out of his mouth even. Yuck! What kind of people who are supposed to preach for compassion for all beings and then eat the raw flesh of animal people? This is really not just barbaric, but like a caveman, like a savage being.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yuck. Any more questions?
We don't have questions, but we actually do have a few good news.
Really? Tell me.
The European Union has adopted a regulation suspending all duties on imports of Ukrainian goods for 1 year. The step was taken to support the Ukrainian economy and address global food insecurity.
Oh, I hope it helps. Because Ukraine has to borrow money.
Yes.
They borrow many billions per month because they really, really are down to their pennies already.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Of course, they are one of the largest exporters of farm produce, and they could not do it now. And their farmers even want to go out and fight Russia.
Yes, Master.
And so they're short of many things, short of manpower as well. And now President Zelensky told on the internet that every day the war in the east killed up to 200 soldiers alone. Soldiers only, not to talk about civilians yet.
Wow.
Because Russia is still attacking very viciously.
That's right.
They still have money because Europe has not completely stopped all their imports yet
Yes, Master.
because of the time they have to adjust and also the contract.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also only oil now. Gas they still use, Russia. Many still use.
Yes, Master.
Right.
And even if Europe, America, and many of the West countries don't buy gas and oil from Russia anymore, but China does.
Yeah.
Before they didn't want, and now they bought the biggest spender. Germany, India, and many other countries.
Yes,
Master.
Master.
So they still earn up to $100 billion, almost, since the war began, not to talk about before and after yet.
Wow.
So with all this money, they can still keep the war going on for a while if they want to.
Yes, Master.
The 1,300 missiles that Russia launched in the Ukraine cities during the first 2 months of the war cost 7.7 billion euros. Now that's a lot. But during that same time, Europe sent to Russia 44 billion euros for fuel. They're saying, hey, at least we don't have to pay for this war. The Europeans are sending us the money. They're paying for the war. No matter how you look at it, we have blood on our hands because we are financing the war. We have to stop lying to ourselves.
And the Kremlin doesn't care how many Russians die in Ukraine. They blame Russian soldiers or leaders for lack of capability and skill, but it's not like that. It's the heavens who help the Ukrainians.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
So even it's reported in the news that many of the missiles or their bombs are going in different places. It doesn't hit where they want.
Yeah.
Many. Some do. They keep shelling though. And of course the angels and the protectors cannot do that job all the time.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
They cannot stop all that, but they stop a lot. The majority of it. Otherwise Ukraine would have been lost already.
Oh.
The whole Ukraine. Not to talk about the East.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
So many of heavens are helping hugely. Otherwise, Ukraine would have been gone already. And that's what Putin also expected. He was surprised that Ukraine fought back. And the Kremlin didn't think that Ukraine could.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
But it's because heaven helped them. They should know that. It's very obvious to the Russian people. The Kremlin should know that. But the Kremlin, they are communists. They don't believe in heaven.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
They believe in nothing. The thing is only one life and done, finished. How stupid can that be?
True.
Yeah,
Yes,
Right.
Master.
You can't just say you come from the air and then you go back to the air. How can that be that everything is created in minute detail? Everything is perfect.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
There must be something behind all this creation.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
yes.
that's right.
For example, why is it when you die, you cannot talk anymore? You still have the same body, same mouth, and you could even die healthy. Not like sick or handicapped or anything. Some people die in perfect health, and they still have the perfect body.
Yes.
Yes.
Why is it the mouth doesn't move? Why is it the eyes don't open? Why is it the lungs don't take in air? Why is it the heart doesn't beat?
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
Yes.
There's something behind it.
Yes,
Yes,
that's
Master.
right. Yes.
Communism doesn't believe in divinity. It's a stupid theory.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yes,
that's right.
Master.
This is beyond idiocy.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
Whatever you don't know, you should do research and wait until maybe you can prove it by scientific evidence.
Right.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
So stupid, such a stupid people. How can stupid people lead anything? That's why Russia just goes in and kills anybody like that. Because they don't have intelligence.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
yes, true.
They don't even have common sense. Not to talk about compassion, benevolence, or fairness. Nothing like that. They don't have it because they don't believe anything in that. They don't believe in heaven. They don't believe that humans are truly the children of God, that God made them,
Yes,
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 Master.
Master.
that have souls and spirits, wisdom and intelligence to go with them. If the communists behave like this, then you can see they are stupid, heartless, and soulless.
Yes,
that's
Master.
true,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
There's nothing you can make an excuse for. Nothing.
Yes, right, Master.
No wonder many countries want to get out, and once they're out, they don't ever want to go back again.
Yeah.
Yes.
If communism was so good, like it takes care of all the poor people and fairness and good society, then why do they all want to get out?
True.
Yeah.
Once they could, they broke up the whole Soviet Union.
Yes.
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 They never wanted to look back even. Humans love happiness and is simple. So if communism is really good and intelligent and beneficial to people, then why did they want to go? Why did they want to leave?
Yeah.
Right.
Indeed.
That's right.
And they don't even want to come back or look back even.
Yes.
Yes.
And now when communist Russia doesn't want to even threaten them, they wanted to go to NATO.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Just to show that they are opposite. Just to show, express that they don't want Russia, they don't want communism anymore.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
People run away. Maybe in the beginning, the Kremlin thought that they could win Ukraine easily.
Yeah.
But by now they should know. Tens of thousands of their young children die already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Master.
And all of the generals who were sent to Ukraine die already. They keep sending new ones.
Yes.
I don't know how many more they have. They could promote the colonels into generals and make more of them, but still, how many more generals do they want to die?
True.
Yes.
How many more young, beautiful, handsome, innocent, and idealistic Russian children do they want to die? How many more Russian children, young like that the Kremlin wants to be dead in Ukraine, in the war? How many more? So many already. They should take them home before they all die.
Yes,
That's
Master.
right. Yes, Master.
Російські генерали розглядають своїх людей просто як гарматне м'ясо, яке їм потрібно, щоб забезпечувати перевагу у кількості живої сили, у кількості військової техніки. І це означає лише одне: Росія ще в червні може перетнути межу в 40 тисяч своїх втрачених військових. В жодній іншій війні за багато десятиліть вони стільки не втрачали.
Even Ukrainians also die.
Yes.
Yes.
Many tens of thousands of them, according to reports. And many tens of thousands of them also wounded.
Yes.
The same with Russia, not just dying, but wounded as well. Tens of thousands of them are also wounded. Tens of thousands died, tens of thousands wounded. How many more people do these Kremlin gangs want to die before they stop the war?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
I don't know why this P. Francis is still so stupid and continues to blow his own cover.
Yeah.
is shooting himself in the foot.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Because whatever he says doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
that's
indeed.
Yes.
He's not fit for a spiritual leader.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
Supposed to have compassion, sympathy, and love. No, nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Stone face and saying stone things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not an ounce of love from his talk. Even sometimes forced by other people. Any more good news?
Yes, Master. A center for Ukrainian refugees has opened in the Lithuanian capital of Vilnius. It will offer education, career guidance, psychological assistance, and recreation for children, youth, and adults.
Okay. God bless them.
The center was the joint idea of the First Lady of Ukraine and the First Lady of Lithuania.
Okay, very good. The First Lady of Ukraine is working very hard. She rarely appears in the public, but she does work behind the scenes to help these desperate citizens.
Oh,
She's a good girl.
Oh.
yes, Master.
She also contacted Macron's wife, the First Lady of France, so that they can send some refugees and take care of all that for the refugees in France and for the children.
Oh, yes, Master.
Many countries are trying hard now to help the Ukrainians in all different ways.
Yes, that's right.
Right, Master.
Yes.
But still, this costs a lot of money in the long run.
Yes,
Yes, I
Master.
understand.
Every country, even if they're generous, they have to spend a lot of money and have to take care of more infrastructure and more personnel in all different fields.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
Master.
True.
Not just doctors, psychologists, schools, rooms, food and clothing, but many other things. It takes a long time for the refugees to get back to their normal mind, if they could ever get back. If the children could even forget all the nightmares that they have seen and underwent.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Erna and her son Krial fled from Chernihiv after spending days hiding in a cellar. It's getting easier, she says, but he flinches in his sleep. Mom, I have nightmares, he tells her.
Does he still feel scared?
Yes, sometimes, but I try to calm him. We go outside and breathe fresh air, she says.
Oh, man. So this war is not just about Ukraine, it's about Europe, all over Europe.
Oh, yes.
That's
Yes.
right.
NATO should actually kick Russian soldiers out of Europe.
Yes,
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Indeed.
They should.
Whatever it is, the best is that the Russians are out.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
And all these separatists also out.
Yes.
If they don't like Ukraine, they should go. If they like Russia, go to Russia, man.
Yes.
Yes,
That's
right.
So simple. Go there and ask Putin if they still believe that he's alive, and ask him to give them some official work. Russia is big.
Yes.
Yes.
The Kremlin can give them some piece of land. Maybe it could be even bigger than Donetsk or Luhansk, because Russia is so huge.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
right, it is.
Okay, it's good that our countries try to help, but the best is that they kick the Russians out of Europe,
That's
Yeah,
right.
indeed.
because Ukraine is in Europe as well.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
Right.
right.
So kick Russia out back to their own Asian land. Kick them out of Europe before they eat everything up and kill everybody.
Yes,
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 true.
yes,
Because
Master.
they still earn money from gas and oil from other different countries. It's very noble of Europe to cut gas and oil imports out of a sudden like that.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes, Master.
I feel respect for them. But it's not enough, you see, because other countries are still buying a lot of oil and gas from them, especially now. Maybe they make it cheaper even, so that they can sell more.
Right, Master.
Yes.
They can sell for, many more for long future years.
Yes.
Yes,
So
Master.
they still can keep the war because the Kremlin doesn't care how many of their children die in Ukraine. Least of all, how many Ukrainian people will die.
Yes.
Yes.
They care about nothing. They're safe in the Kremlin.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
And they're safe with all their nuclear weapons and threaten everybody nowadays. They threaten everybody, even the United States,
Yeah.
Yes.
not just Europe. Europe is just the beginning.
Yeah.
They threaten America now. Maybe not directly the United States, but they're threatened in many other ways. Spying and cyber attacks
Yes, Master.
and all kinds of things. Financial and intellectual, and they infiltrate everywhere. And now they signed a contract with Nicaragua that Russia can send armies there, stationed there for Nicaragua and in Nicaragua. Isn't that neighbor of the United States or many other countries?
Yes, Master.
Yes.
In America, it's nearby,
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
nearer than from Russia to America.
That's true, yes.
That's right.
And they stepped in already.
Yes.
I don't know what for Nicaragua wants to have Russian soldiers there for them. What for? They're not in war or anything.
Yeah.
Right.
And in their country. Wow. You see, another stepping stone for Russia to jump everywhere.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
Yes.
They're all over Africa. And they're in Europe now. And now they want America.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
And of course they have other allies like China to back them up. Oh, man. What for do they want to be in America, I tell you? What for?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
With their nuclear and with some of the missiles that they're boasting that could fire from 1,000 kilometers away.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if they're nearer, they can fire from there.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
That's true.
From Russia, this may be more difficult.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true.
I don't know what Nicaragua is doing that for. Probably the government needs money.
That's right.
That's right.
Some black market stuff. What else?
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
Master.
Yes.
Why else can it be so easy?
Yes, exactly.
What for you invite a big, powerful and warmonger country into your country?
Yeah.
That's right.
It must be a bad government, I'm telling you.
Yes.
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 It cannot be the people who want it. Many governments in the world, up to now, many of them are doing these kinds of things. Any kinds of things which are not good for their people, but good for them.
Yes.
Sometimes they team up with gangsters or bad organizations to topple good governments so that they can go up to be a new president, for example.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
Or new prime minister, and then continue doing business with that group to make money for them. And that's the condition. That's the price.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it is similar. Russia must have given them something for free to sign a treaty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Master.
But they should know Russia doesn't always keep their promise.
That's true.
How many promises they broke already with the United Nations, with Ukraine, with NATO even. They broke all these treaties.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
So Nicaragua is just a small little country. What would they care about a treaty? What would Russia care about keeping a promise?
Right.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
And once it's signed already, you'll be carrying that debt forever. Oh man, what a world. Oh man, if I could, I would just take you back home now. We forget this word. I don't know why I cannot forget it yet. But you can see, it looks like heavens want to destroy humans.
Yes, Master.
All kinds of things. Not just war,
Yes.
Yes.
everywhere. It's too scary to live in this world
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Yes, very.
Master.
for anybody,
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
for the poor people. One little good news that sounds more peaceful is that in the beginning, the pro-Russian forces in the Donbass region captured 3 volunteer Ukrainian soldiers. They are not Ukrainians. They just volunteered to come and fight with the Ukrainians. 2 are British and 1 is Moroccan. They sentenced them to death and they were going to execute them. I saw it now and then. They say there's no reason not to carry out that execution. They're sentenced.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
But yesterday or the day before, I saw that the British side say that they'll do anything to free their men. It is 2 death sentence prisoners.
Yes.
Yes.
And then I saw another one the next day that these Donbass pro-Russian governing bodies say that they're ready to hear what the British want to say about the prisoners.
Right.
They didn't even want to swap prisoners.
Yes.
So probably it will cost the British something to bring these 2 British prisoners back. I hear nothing from the Moroccan government, but I heard that from the British.
Yes.
It's softer now.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
It
Master.
seems more peaceful.
Yes.
It seems like the Kremlin has a softer voice. It could be because of Putin's death.
Yes.
Yes.
Because today I just read the news again. He says something like, I read it to you, okay?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
It's on Newsweek. He says, Putin ally pleads for reinforcements in Ukraine, comma, but receives blunt response from Kremlin.
Oh.
Oh.
It continues a little bit further down. a request for Russian military assistance from the head of a Moscow-backed rebel in Ukraine's Donbas region has been battered away by the Kremlin.
Wow.
You hear that?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
That means the Kremlin doesn't want to support this rebel anymore.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I can't believe this. Thank God.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
I think it's a time that everybody wakes up now. The Russian people feel different now. They probably never waken up from the nightmare. Because what fault are these separatists fighting with their Ukrainian compatriots?
No, they don't have any reason to.
Yeah, they're co-citizens in one country.
Yes, Master.
There's news here that they say the pro-Russia separatists say they are inflicting losses on Ukrainian forces. They show Luhansk People's Republic separatists engaging in combat against Ukrainian forces. They are also Ukrainians.
Yes,
Yeah,
they are.
yes,
Right.
right.
And then they're inflicting harm and trouble onto their own countrymen for no reason.
That's right.
Right.
No matter what reason, because they're also Ukrainians, and the country was a good and peaceful one.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Because even if they did not think so before, they did not see the light, they should see it now, because the majority, those that are not under the separatist control, they're all fleeing from them.
Yes.
Yes.
Farmers, even women, old women, young girls, young boys are coming out together to fight Russia.
Yeah.
Yes.
And why would these so-called separatist people think differently? As I say, if they like Russia so much, they should go.
Yeah.
Right.
Not fighting with their own people like that.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
That's right.
Oh, this is the devil. So now people should not just lean on Russia and then think that they can just get anything they want or kill anybody in their own country they want. That is not morally fit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
They should be tried for treason if they do not change and repent and do something to make up for their mistakes.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Now, even if before they did not think that the government is good, they should know by now, because all the people support the government. If not, they run.
Yes.
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 And they support it, but they have to run, take their children and their elderly away from harm. So they should know that people in Ukraine are not in favor of Putin or Russia governing them.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Yeah, so these separatist people should know by now that their country is good. They should know their country is good and their government is good as it gets.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Yes, Master.
Oh my God. So Ukrainians should be Ukrainian, not pro-Russia or not wanting to be Russian-backed. This is just truly evil.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
And I think the Russian people are waking up now. The ones who decide there don't want to do anything with them anymore. Suppose people in some region in Russia begin to separate and fight other Russian citizens like that. Would the government like that?
Of course not.
Of course not. Any country, no, right?
No.
None. And for no reason even.
That's right.
They've been eating the food from Ukrainian comrades, their own co-citizens. And they've been fed by them and nourished by them and taken care of by them until they're grown up, and then turn around and kill them. Their own people.
It's crazy.
That is no good. And none of the governments should support this kind of mentality of betrayal of their own country and their own people.
Yes.
Yes.
Master.
Yes.
I think some of the Russian leaders realize it now.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
That's why they don't want to support him anymore. I guess before they heard from the separatist people who want to amass their own riches and power, this kind of ambition.
Yes.
These kind of people probably have been telling Russians that the Ukrainian government is bad and oppressing them.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
And now maybe the Russian people realize it's not true.
Yes.
Yeah, because all the people in Ukraine support their government. And they even go out to fight with their own government soldiers.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
And the rest are running from war. So nobody likes Russia.
Yes.
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Before, maybe they kept injecting some lies, fake news to the Russian leaders.
Yes.
And then so that's why they thought they could win in Ukraine easily, because all the people are pro-Russia and hate the Ukrainian government. And now I think they realize it's not true. They don't want to support or to give any more reinforcements to these separatists, to these betrayers of their own country and their own people, for no reason.
Yes, Master.
Understand.
So it's true that they all know now that the government is not bad because other people support them.
That's right.
Nobody went to Russia and said, oh, yes, we are coming with you because our government is bad. Nobody did that, except these separatists who hunger for power.
Understand.
They think they can just lean on Russia's power and then they will be protected and helped and all kinds of stupid stuff. I don't know if any government at all ever can trust any of these separatists who went against their own country and their own people.
Right, that's
Right,
right.
Master.
I wouldn't.
Understand.
Only stupid people would. I don't think any people would be that stupid to trust this kind of disloyal citizens of the other country.
That's right.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust them.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
So now I hope also that these separatists repent and change. Otherwise their lives will be gone soon.
Yes, Master.
So I hope NATO, Europe and the West will do something to kick out the Russians, flush them out,
Yes.
flush them out of Europe.
Yes.
Right.
Otherwise it will be in big trouble. The world will be in the worst situation. No country will be safe because Russia is too aggressive through history.
Yeah.
They always, goes here and there, invading this country, that country, control that part, this part.
Yes, Master.
So they should kick Russia out of Europe. They should get together. Then they are stronger than Russia. They can flush Russia out of Europe before it's too late. That's all I can say. That will be the good news if they can do that.
Yes.
Yes.
That will be the best news concerning the war up to now.
Definitely.
Yes, Master.
But it looks like this NATO leader is as soft as a worm, or maybe he doesn't want the war to end. Yeah, seems like that. Maybe he enjoys it. And also, he kind of helped Russia and Norway negotiate a deal about their gas and natural oil resources in the sea area between their countries.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
So it was okay. So both Russia and Norway divided the areas so they could get on with their oil and gas exploration. And that's how he earned himself the seat of NATO now. People trusted him, thinking that he could be a good guy.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
But as I explained before already, this is a time to really prove himself as a good guy.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
But up to now, I don't see any sign of it.
Yeah.
Understand.
It seems like he doesn't care how many Ukrainian people die or how many Russians continue to die in Ukraine or how much destruction of buildings, even churches, hospitals, and many important areas.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Yes,
Master.
Master.
So I'm not sure. At that time, maybe it was easy because Putin wasn't that leaning toward making war with Ukraine.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe he wasn't ready at that time. And now he really makes war with Ukraine. So many tens of thousands of people die on both sides, and millions of refugees and children are orphans and homeless and raped, killed, murder and torture and all that going on. And he does nothing. And even, standing there tall and confirming that they're not doing anything. NATO will protect their own members' land only.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Yuck, so sickening. I mean, if NATO has some guts, then they should do something.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
And if NATO really has no spine, then please, Europe and other countries get together and tell Russia to get out.
Yes.
Show some guts, show some strength so that Russia will understand finally that it's time to go.
Yes.
For sure.
What for their leaders? If you are a leader, you have to lead, no?
Right, that's right.
You have to show some strength of a leader, show some worth.
Yes.
True.
Otherwise, what for? Are you a leader, huh? If you're not worth it, then you step down. Let somebody else go and do the job.
Yes, Master.
You can't just sit there, occupying the seat and doing nothing. Show some worth, men, finally. It's about time.
Yes, Master.
They should show some leadership.
Yes.
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 That's all there is. Just show some leadership. show some worth so that people trust you.
Yes.
You have to do something to show that you are really worthy to sit there, in the seat of leadership.
Yes. That's right.
People trusted him, but that was long ago. That was just something so that he can get in. It's a game of the demons. Yeah, they do that. Just like I told you something about good friends and bad friends.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Some bad friends pretend to be your friend for some reason, and they help you here and there. It looks like they are very willing in some small way, but when it comes to a very important issue, they drop you. They betray you.
Yes.
They let you die. They let you die or they let you suffer.
Yes.
Listen here, in Newsweek again. EU Parliament cautiously confident on Ukraine bid. As leaders go to Kyiv, they promise. They say that they're going to accept Kyiv as a candidate of the EU next week.
Wow.
And look here, the president of the EU Parliament just announced that.
Yes.
And she said that it would be impossible, it would be unthinkable that we close the door to them next week.
Yes.
I understand.
Okay, listen. These leaders are coming who were before difficult, opposing Ukraine. And now, look, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, French President Emmanuel Macron, and Draghi are expected to travel to Kyiv on Thursday to meet with Zelensky.
Wonderful.
The talks could be pivotal in determining Ukraine's future path.
Wow.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
The three Western European powers have been criticized by Ukraine for not going all out in their support of the country that's under invasion. Now the trio looking to smooth things over. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky welcoming the backing from the visiting leaders, which also included the Romanian president, who are supporting Ukraine's bid to join the European Union, with immediate candidate status, they say.
Such good news.
Yeah, and even before Draghi was supportive, and he even said sometime this month that every major EU nation, excluding Italy, was opposed to Ukrainian candidate status.
Wow.
And they need all of them. 27 members have to agree. You see, that's their law, to agree to let any other country come in.
Yes, Master.
And to enlarge their European Union is complicated normally.
Yes, it is.
I saw many countries, it takes years.
Yes, it does.
And some don't have any chance.
Yes.
Like before, they did not let Turkey.
Yes.
And I read here one of the lines, one of the mayor of an occupied city of Ukraine, I guess, say to France or Macron, see the France to Putin, not Ukraine.
Oh.
You see, because Macron said you should give some land to Putin to end the war. You remember?
Yes.
So he said, cede your own France to Putin. I just read it now, but I said that before.
Yes.
I said, suppose this is France, would he do that?
No.
Yeah, if Putin came and took some area of France, would he immediately give it so that it ceases the war?
No, Master.
So now they say a fast track for Ukraine to get in, even fast track Ukraine's membership ambition.
Yes, that's wonderful.
I'm glad these things seem to be more peaceful. Just like I read you the news before, I know this news again now.
Yes, Master.
I was told 2 days ago, but I couldn't believe it happened.
It's wonderful.
I couldn't believe it. I kept arguing with myself, saying, oh, they keep telling me all kind of things. It won't happen. How can? But now it's so obvious.
Yes.
Oh, I thank all heavens and earth and all the demons as well for turning around. It's also good news that the Russian official ignores state TV's nuclear war threats
Oh,
and
good.
fake news.
Yes, finally.
A Russian official accused the West of spreading fake news about Russia's hypothetical use, this is from Newsweek, with permission to use, of nuclear weapons amid the war in Ukraine, ignoring numerous instances in which Russian state television suggested or warned of the use of such weapons in recent months. Oh,
Yes.
you hear the opposite sound?
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Before it's flying all over, nuclear this, nuclear that, and now it's just flattened out. Isn't that good news?
Oh, it's wonderful news.
This is truly good news.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Oh, I cannot believe this. I mean, I should know. In a couple of days, I said, how is it possible?
Things change so fast.
Yeah, how is it possible? Just now I read it, then I believed it. I mean, black and white.
Yes.
Because many times we say many things, but it didn't happen. Everybody says this and that, and I'm just tired of all this.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Oh my God, one good news after another. Let's hope it keeps going, truly. I just hope it continues. It's truly coming. It's truly coming. This threatening of nuclear war from Russia has been for a long time.
Yes.
Right.
And they have never tried to slim it down or deny it or say it's fake news up to now.
Yes.
That's right.
Oh, man. I don't dare to think about what good is coming next, but this really makes us feel a little better.
Yes, Master.
For sure.
More hope for poor Ukraine and more hope for the whole world's peace.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
It's still maybe possible. World peace and world vegan. Vegan and peace offer us paradise happiness here on earth and hereafter. Meat eating and war destroy everything, including our lives here, and make us suffer hereafter.
Most benevolent Master, thanks to your enduring love and compassion, we see a brighter hope for our world to move forward and embrace a more peaceful and harmonious existence. May we all continue our efforts to create a total vegan planet where wars become mere past memories as we pray in our hearts for God to bless and support us. The more we nurture a new, magnanimous, and kinder humanity, the more confident and successful we will be in bringing it to fulfillment. We wish for Master to enjoy safety and excellent health in the mighty protection of all glorious heavens. To hear more of Supreme Master Ching Hai's thoughts on the ongoing COVID-19 crisis around the world, the dangerous consequences of the vaccines, and what we can do to turn nature in our favor and make the earth a paradise, please tune in to Between Master and Disciples at a later date for the full broadcast of this conference. Also, for your reference, please check out the previous related Fly-In News or Between Master and Disciples conferences, such as Fly-In News. Treasure others' lives by making peace. Only peacemakers can go to heaven. Representatives of the positive power are beneficial to humankind. The bigger you are in society, the humbler you should be. Forgiveness dissolves vengeance and brings world peace. World leaders must protect freedom and democracy through action. The entwinement of the positive and negative power. If you are good to others, God will be good to you. The message God sent to the Russian army. Between Master and Disciples. Governments worldwide must stand with Ukraine. Powerful countries must be courageous and help Ukraine. Heaven is aiding Ukraine in the war between good and evil. Supreme Master Ching Hai's thoughts on the urgent situation in Ukraine. The world left Ukraine to fight alone. Inspiring good news in support of Ukraine. Big powers did not keep their promise to Ukraine. The united spirit of the Ukrainian people shines before the world. Ukraine's noble willpower is stronger than Russia's force. Two friends. To believe in humanity and goodness is to help each other. There are no excuses for invading a country. Diligent group meditation to protect ourselves and the world.